Hola, mi amigos. Yo soy St.Christopher, and this is the Writer's Block, a book review show where I tell you if a book is good enough that I would recommend it to a friend or so bad that I would chop it in half with an axe. Today on the Writer's Block, 100 Years of Solace by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I am on my third attempt at getting through this book, and I will give a big Oprah was wrong. I think it's very insulting to call something a bad book, but there is nothing intrinsically valuable about this. I don't know how it won any prize. It is just a wall of sprawling text that tells a story. And you could say, isn't that what a novel is? I guess, but it's not a good story. If I'm going through all of these pages, they all look the same. You're not supposed to judge a book on its cover. And I don't know if you're supposed to judge a book by how the pages look, but all of these pages look exactly the same. They are just walls of uninterrupted text. And that is what this story is to me. It is a whimsical tale that just overwhelms you with information and never sincerely touches down on any character's real emotions. It's telling you an overlaying story, but it never delves into any of the details that I think would make it more interesting. It talks about great wars and families trying to resettle the land, but instead of that being the story, they're just chapters. And so everything feels like it's just being breezed over. There's a man, and gypsies come, and he wants to buy their inventions, and he's heartbroken because none of the inventions work, and eventually he has to move towns. End of chapter. There's a man and a woman, and they want to make a child. And they're heartbroken, and he has to kill a man, and he kills a man. Each sentence of this story feels like icing on the cake. But when you go to bite through the icing into the actual cake, there is no cake. It is just more icing. It is just a layer of icing that has been spread for... Where the hell is the page count? That has been spread for about 450 pages. My final gripe with this book is the character names. Every character is named the same name. They have a map at the beginning of the book, and it gives you a family tree so you can see everybody. And the reason why it is here is not for a creative endeavor. It's because without it, you won't know who the hell this person is talking about. This might seem creative, but I think it is annoying. When I am reading a book, I do not want to have to flip back to page 1 every time a character comes up and go, okay, so they are related to Jose Acario, and they're named Acario, and do you see what I mean? The names. Jose Acario Buendia, Jose Acario, Awario Buendia, Awario Jose. I talked to my friend, and he told me that this is culturally accurate and that people having the same or similar names is very common. That doesn't make it any less confusing. Would I recommend this book? As I've said before, this is my third time getting through. It is just not exciting to me. It never lands anywhere. It just keeps going, and I am uninterested. I would need 100 years of solitude to get bored enough to finish this book. And so it does not make it off the block.
Is it getting the chop? Or? It is, yeah. It is, really?
Yeah.
It's a very famous novel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oprah was wrong.